Welcome to the Writer's Life, a place where you get the sights, sounds, smells, tastes of my particular writer's life, where you get the truth about the writer's life. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button. Tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one single super exciting video. How exciting they are. Don't forget to go to vinzandrew.com to pick up some awesome thrillers. Lots of new stuff. This just came out. Down and Out Books. I guess it's doing all right so far. I don't know. Like I said in my last solo video, Fran Lewis interviewed me about it. I don't know if that video lasted because it was her first Zoom video, and I think it was a little messed up, but doesn't matter. We'll do it again. But she read it in like an hour and a half. I mean, wow. She's a dynamo. I mean that in a good way. Well, there's only good ways. But she can read. I swear to God, she's the only one I know who can read books as fast as I put them out. And I put them out fast. So what to look forward to this year? Because what we got, today's Thursday, right? So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 more days, 3 more full days left. 3 days and a night of 2023. What's your assessment of 2023 as a whole? I, for one, considered it an extreme. I had a great time. I had fun this year. This is the first year. I don't know what made me think of this, but 2023. Yeah, 2023 is the first year that I can recall where I haven't been in a relationship. I mean, I had throughout the year, I had my little, 2 ships passing the night type things, as adults. That's perfectly fine, so long as it's consensual and safe, right? But this is the first year that I haven't been in a relationship. The point being that I didn't care to be in one. And I talked to some of my college buddies. They're like my brothers. And I talked to like one guy in particular who's now married. And he's like, I don't know if I really care anymore. Now he's got a girlfriend. She's a sweetheart, I guess. I've never met her, but I think his attitude was like, if this doesn't work out for some reason, I think it will. But he's like, I don't ever see myself really getting back into it. And I know like there's like a couple of women I know who I guess I would be interested in maybe. But I can tell that they're of that same opinion, like been there, done that, don't need to do it again. And they're like my age, and it's funny. And I thought like, well, I'm like, I used to think like, oh, I don't think I'll ever be that way. I think I'll always want to be in some sort of situation where I have a significant other. I never thought I would feel differently. But I sort of do, I guess, but I'm not discounting it by any means. Like I've always got, if something good comes along or the right thing comes along, sure, I will definitely, entertain it. And, of course. So in that case, yes, I'm eligible, but I'm not like pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say all this delicately. It's still one of those situations where like the good ones are taken, kind of. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing, like because, I've done so many articles on, divorce and all that, and how marriages, only 50% of them last, and it's even worse for second marriages. Only like 40% of them, 35 to 40% of them last. Um, who wants that? But it's good to see that relationships can last forever, and that's an encouraging thing. Um, we need, us Americans anyway, we need more marriages and we need more children, or else we're going to disappear. No question about it. Just a few generations. Italy, I think, is to the point where they're done. Like they can't replace their population. It's going to be replaced by something else. Japan, same way. They're not reproducing enough, and they're going to be replaced too. It's already too late, I think, for both. Which saddens me about Italy because it's such a beautiful culture, beautiful country, awesome culture, and like within 100 years, it's going to be basically gone. Everything will still be there, but it won't be Italian anymore. And that kind of thing saddens me. Um, anyway, is what it is, I guess. People get what they want. People want what they get. I'm going underground, as the old song says. No, but I might go to Abu Dhabi. I'm just doing a little research into this. One of the safest places on the planet. I think it's like, by the way, Abu Dhabi's in the UAE, United Arab Emirates. I think Abu Dhabi's been voted like the safest city on the planet for like 7 years. I could be totally wrong about that, but it is an extremely safe city. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, who I listen to a lot. I like his take on finances and the economy and stuff like that. He was saying like he loves watches. Like I could care less about watches, right? Like what the things that like Kevin O'Leary cares about and that I care about are two separate entities. He thinks nothing of spending $500,000 on a watch. Now this is a Timex. It stopped working about a month ago, and I just haven't replaced it yet. And I like this model, this military model. They last like 3 to 4 years. And I think the last time it used to be $18 10 years ago. $18. Now I think they're up to like $30 or something like that. Which okay, still you get your money's worth. It's Timex. But I wear it because I like to have a watch on, even if I don't use it. But it is correct twice a day, right? But he was saying the only place on earth where he'll walk the streets at night with $1 million worth of watches. That's a quote. $1 million worth of watches on his person is Abu Dhabi. And he said it's so safe that he could, by mistake, now who would do this, leave like one of these watches in a cab, and that cabbie will find him and return it to him. Post haste. Wow. Imagine that in the States. They'd be like, yeah, fuck you. That's mine now. And he says it's very safe for children, very safe for women. I'm going to check it out. I think I'll check it out in the fall. You can get an Airbnb for like in a really good, well, it's all a good area over there, it's not, in a way, it's not really my scene. It's brand new. It's on the ocean and all that sort of stuff. Well, I assume it's beautiful. The weather's got to be beautiful, right? But you would think, I mean, it is a financial and economic powerhouse of an area, right? It's not quite New York City in terms of money, but it is an economic powerhouse, and they're really into their Bitcoin and cryptos and stuff like that. And you can still get a really nice Airbnb for like $1,350 US. I'm like, how is that possible? But I looked it all up today. I mean, to be honest, I mean, it's almost cheaper than Albany. I mean, wow. Not that I'm looking to go cheap, but I'm just saying, like, wow, it pays. And he said this: he's like, what would you do differently? I think because Kevin O'Leary, I think, is about, he's got to be a little bit older than me. He's probably about 62 or 3 or something like that. The interview asked him, what would you do differently if you were like 25? And he's like, move to Abu Dhabi. No, hands down. He's like, the opportunity there for an entrepreneur, would-be entrepreneur, are tremendous. And I agree with him. I'm going to put that in my kids' heads. Think about Abu Dhabi. So anyway, so what's up for 2024? I think I've mentioned this before. I'm a poet and I know it. I've got, let's see, next week, we just saw the omnibus for American Crimes come out. It debuted, #1 hot new bestseller under on Amazon under heist crime. Big deal, right? But hey, it's something. Now with the prices normalized to $7, heads down the charts when that happens. But after that, we have the brand new edition of Paradox Lake coming out in about a week. And then I have the brand new Steve Jobs, I, the Judge. I want to get this one out for my mother because she'll like this one. I know she will. These are the edits. And then after that, so this will probably be end of January. And then 1st of February, Border Crossings, my Stan and Tony book. I call them the meatheads, but I don't know if I'm keeping that. But anyway, my first novella was Stan and Tony. And that's just the start. I got a brand new Marconi I'm finishing up now. I guess so much. I don't even know. I really don't even know. And I'm going to be writing a bunch of new stuff in between. So I'm hoping this is the year. This is the year. I no longer do too much nonfiction freelancing. I'm hoping this is the year. I'm already just down to 1 hour a day as it is, if that. But it's the year where I'm going to expand and scale up a little bit my fiction efforts. I'm going to go on Shopify. I'm going to give what is it? What is Dean Wesley Smith always doing again? Kickstarter. I'm going to give Kickstarter another shot. I might have to hire a virtual assistant to help me with that because it's just so time. It's a time suck. That's what keeps me away from it. I mean, Kickstarter's now like you almost have to write like a novella's worth of material for it. So I gotta think about that one. But I do want to do it. It's a place where you can sell books. I'm gonna put all my books up on BookFunnel or as many as I can. I'm gonna propagate Publish Drive as much as I can. Like I got a Google alert today that about Fretronelli bookstores in Italy. I now have like close to 200 books there. They're all English speaking, and they also sell the audio over there and whatever. So that's cool. And when you start getting like Google alerts about that stuff, or I get a Google alert regarding Kobo in either Korea or Japan, I couldn't figure out which, on the surface. Like you start realizing like, wow, my books are all over the world right now. And I want to keep that going. I want to be like, you can't go anywhere without being able to access some of my books. That's the way to go. When I was just sticking to Amazon, that wasn't going to happen. It was a short-sighted way of thinking. So now, even though I do use the first 3 months of Amazon for the promo specials and to just get it going, get it on the list and all that sort of stuff, but that's the extent of it. And then I'm go wide, young man. All right, it's Thursday. That's about it. I don't have a guest, I don't think, till next week. which suits me just fine because things are very quiet right now, and I think they're just going to really quiet down for the next few days. And then Monday's the first, off to the races. After that, 2024 going to be a big year, a good year. One hopes. They're all good years at this point. If you're still ticking, you're still able to go for your run, lift some heavy weights, eat pretty much what you want, imbibe a little bit. I don't imbibe nearly as much as I used to. And in fact, I think I had told my doctor, I was like, maybe I'm drinking too much or something like that. I didn't mean like I had a problem or anything like that, but I just mean like, and then I thought about it. I'm like, no, I think I just gave her some wrong information. I really don't drink that much anymore. I thought about it. And there used to be times like like even just 10 years ago, I would go to the bar, stay for 3 or 4. I don't even do that. If I go now, maybe I stay for 1. And now I'm considering even cutting that out. So I think it's important to listen to your body. That's how I quit smoking 18 years ago. I listened to my body, and it said, smoke one more of those cancer sticks, and you're going to die. So you got to listen to your body. All right. That's about all I got. Oh, did you happen to, one more thing, since this is one of these rambling, no purpose, I'm just talking with you. Did you happen to see Tucker's interview of Kevin Spacey? And Kevin was acting like that guy, the political guy he used to play on that show, which I've only seen like 1 episode of, before they kicked him off for, they say he, had an issue with some kid or some man rather in Nantucket. But he was completely in character. It was weird. It was strange a little bit. But I gave Tucker a lot of credit for interviewing him straight, and he was Kevin via his character was like pretty much saying, I'm going to run for president. And I was almost like, maybe, is he serious? It was like metafiction. You know what I mean? It was like fiction meets reality. And he had this coffee cup. And it had the royal crest on it. And it was clearly a message to Prince Andrew regarding Epstein's estate. Because there's photographs of Kevin there at the estate. And obviously we know that Prince Andrew was at the estate. And so were a lot of politicians. Bill Clinton's already come out and said if they release the list, he's leaving the country because he knows he's toast. Somebody else said it too. I don't know who, but unless that's fake news, could be. I don't know. But things are going to get interesting this year, boy. It's going to be something. It's going to be a hell of a ride. Let's go together. All right, you guys. Ciao, ciao. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh my God. I'll say it again.